Thank you so much, best friend!
안녕?
Yo. Hello. Da, 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 da. Hello, sorry about. Hello, stream elements. Hello, Samson. Hello, Himi. Hello, Mari. Hello, Lingo. Music's muted. No, it's just really quiet. There you go. Da, 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 da. 안녕. Hi,
안녕?
hi. 안녕. So I worked today, but I want to do things. And I thought, you know what? Let's have chat hang out with me while I figure things out. So, yeah. Yandere eyes, what I do. But yeah. So all my life, most people's lives, I've wanted to figure out how to like make a game. And I've been like actually doing research into it lately in my free time. So I thought I'd bring y'all along. Yeah. I should turn my lamp on. I haven't been doing it lately cuz it gave me like ocular migraines, but it's dark in here and my mouth tracking isn't working. All of a sudden it's like working way too well. Da, 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 da. All of a sudden she won't close her mouth. Hold up. That didn't work. That didn't work either. Okay. Well, one day we'll fix it. Certified yapper? No, not really. But yeah, we're gonna be following a tutorial. So I'll show you guys the tutorial on screen, as well. I hope that's okay with y'all. This isn't a mandatory stream. Obviously because it wasn't scheduled. So if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. I mean that goes for every every stream really, but that's the mandatory stream thing's a joke. Anyways, oh my gosh. Okay, I have to turn this off. It's flickering now. The light's flickering. Oh my gosh, relief. Oh. Okay. We gotta look into my ring light issue later then. I see circles. So says usually mandatory. That's what Coffee says. I think there's a game that's based around teaching game design. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I know there's like game dev sim, but okay, let's I don't know how this screen's gonna go. Like I don't know how we're gonna and sorry about the lack of mouth movement. I don't know how to make it brighter without my ring light, and I don't want to die, so. Anyways. Can this get game captured? Question mark? Question mark? Hello? Is it working? It's not working. Okay, it can't get game captured. We shouldn't display capture. Let's window capture. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Not the file explorer. Hold up. Black screen. Well. Hey, Coffee! Coffee says a lot of things. I don't know why it's black screen. Okay. We're just gonna do display capture and hope that I don't dox myself in any way. Okay. Just don't, you know, look too closely at anything. Okay. I don't care about like the top bar, but the bottom bar, if I do something wrong, it could say my location. Anyways, I wield the sword now. Crazy. Okay. So this is Godot. It's a game engine thing. Creator. It's a game maker. It's like Unity engine. Had the dumbest idea. Crazy. What is it? And I also want my tutorial. We're gonna pause the music and then put on the tutorial, and then if we're like really into something, then we'll pause the tutorial and put the music back on. The window capture we can definitely do with. There we go. I'm gonna put it up here. And then I'm gonna move chat. Because it feels more necessary. Chat! Get out the way! Do you want to be behind me? That feels wrong. Well, you'll be here. Okay. Chill down here with me. I might actually make you a bit shorter. There you go. There you go. what if you took a picture of a teddy bear sitting in your chair and one day be like, ooh, my webcam there. That'll be next April Fools. Okay. So there's this video by this guy named Brackies. I'm gonna put it. Hold up. I'll just put the whole video in chat just to, you know, give if anyone wants to watch it in their free time or whatever. Can we make it bigger? Bigger. Okay. All right. We Gucci.
Oh, I am so ready to make this game about. Well, this might be a good time to decide what our game will be about. But first,
yes.
This video is sponsored by Zenva. If you're excited about Godot 4, make sure to check out Zenva. Importantly, it should get you
when playing games on PC.
Okay. Well, this tutorial's going well, huh? I'm gonna turn it a little bit up. If the audio sucks, let me know.
No time. Also,
okay. Okay. Whatever.
The offer is valid for the first 50 subscribers, so make sure to use your coupon today to start your game dev adventure. So,
yeah.
In the spirit of learning the basics of the engine and giving you an overview of how you can start using it to make things, I've put together the most basic game I could imagine. Think of it like food without salt. It doesn't have much flavor, but it does have a player, enemies, moving platforms, collectible coins, and most importantly, it should get you familiar with the engine in no time. Also, we'll be working in 2D, but another really cool thing about Godot is that it's very easy to transfer 2D concepts to 3D. So don't worry, if your dream game is in 3D, most of what you learn here is going to directly apply. As for programming, Godot uses its own scripting language called GDScript. It's pretty fast and easy to use, but still quite powerful. We'll do a bit of programming in this video to get you started, but the main focus is really to get familiar with Godot as a whole and to quickly get a game up and running.
Also, by the way, thank you for the resub, Himi. I meant to say that, but I forgot. Anyways, yes, thank you. Anyways.
Of this, I don't expect you to fully understand all the code you see. Feel free to write after me or just lean back and observe. Our next video will be about learning to program in GDScript. Alright, I promised you food without salt, so let's get cooking.
Oh, alright.
Zero means that the asset is completely free to use and there's no requirement to credit. That being said, making your own assets is one of the places where you can really get creative, and I highly recommend you try it out as soon as you feel comfortable. Remember, you can always use these assets as placeholders and then modify or replace them later. Alright,
yeah.
Assets into Godot. Importing assets in Godot is
so I don't have assets. I have last night I was playing around with a pixel animation maker thingy. But I didn't finish anything and I really didn't care. So let's go steal his stuff. Nope. I ain't paying. Okay. Huh.
The symbol. The file system window.
I'm gonna turn. Well, hold up. I'm gonna turn things off. I'm gonna go find free assets. Teddy Busey. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they have an asset library. Ooh. Oh. These are not what I'm... Free 2D assets. Yeah, that looks like a lot of things. Hold up. Da, 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 da. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I just need a character and like a okay. How does one download this?
안녕?
Annyeong, hi Sephiroth. We're just hanging out. We're trying to figure out how to make a game. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I think we start with like a platformer because that feels like the easiest thing to make. You know? Da, 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 da. Animals. I found animals. Free download. I'm gonna get a virus, aren't I? Teryuga Gamamaiju. Ah! Metroidvania? Yeah, I guess. Da, 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 da. I mean, Metroidvanias are just like the platforming plus like attacks, right? Da, 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 da. Create new account? Do I trust this website? I don't think I trust this website. You know what? I don't know if I care. I'm just wanting to do things. I don't know if I care. If I care if I trust this website. Do we want to check it? Or Metroidvania is such a broad term. Is it? Blah blah blah. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Sorry guys. Download. Did that download? Oh, available in 10, 9, 7, 6. Why is the music not on? Why didn't I turn the music back on? There we go. Download. Okay. Now we're downloading. And this is... Okay. Let's... Ooh. Let's be a chicken. Yes. We're gonna be a chicken. And now I need, like, tiles. Any 2D platforming side-scrolling shooter is a Metroidvania. Huh. And almost all 2D games are side-scrolling shooters. Because I thought Hollow Knight was a Metroidvania. And like that's not a shooter per se. So Da, 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 on this side, I know you mind can see it now. Real if I can see it every night in all these years. Did I see me in here? Did I see what you feel? Now I'm looking for tiles. Swamp tile set. Sounds good. Free download. Cat, hi! Poopa, big fan! Can I have an autograph? 100%. 100%. Sorry, I'm downloading things to be able to use in Godot. And that just in case it needed like login information or whatever. And I also kind of don't want to like promote a website that I'm not 100% sure is you know, safe. So yeah, just not showing it. Blah blah blah. Okay. We've got assets. Not something. I'm gonna see the world someday. Okay. Display capture, window capture. Goodbye, Neuro. Chotomate. Okay. Is the other to be scary? Yeah. BRB shower time? Have a good shower, Himi. Or are you gonna shower too, Poopa? Slay. Are y'all showering together? Slay. Anyways.
So is where we have all the files we use in our game. By default, the only thing in here is the Godot icon. So let's create a folder where we can put our assets. Let's right click, new folder, and name it assets. Let's also make one for scripts and scenes that we can...
Scripts and scenes. Scripts and scenes. Okay. We got this. Conserve water. W.
use later. Now we can simply drag and drop our assets into the asset folder. So I'll select the assets folder, open up my assets here. I'm going to select all the sub.
Hold up. I'm full screening. Fonts, music, sounds, sprites. But like what type of file do I need? How do I open in terminal? Oop. That's not it. Expand folder. Well. Should they be in res? Okay, hold up. How did he...
Now we can simply drag and drop our assets into the asset folder. So I'll select the assets folder, open up my assets here. I'm going to select all the subfolders and click and drag them into Godot.
Oh, I just click and drag. Okay. Bam. Okay. Hold up. Click and drag. Did that work? Do I have to unzip this? Is it a zip? Extract all. Okay. Okay. Bah 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 bah. What's up, Mari? What you doing? You hanging out? Chillaxing? Okay. PNG PSD tiled. Aspirate. take my chicken. Take it. It didn't take it. Did it take it? It took it! Chicken! Can I, like... No? Hayu? Blah, blah. Hey. I'm chillin'. Okay. And I've also got, just in case the chicken doesn't work, I also got something else. Let me... Boom. Boom. Extract. Extract. Dung dung. Dung dung. Dung dung dung. And go to the extracted one. Okay. And I assume I'm supposed to go to the aspirate. I'm assuming we only need the pixel art. Cause he didn't show me what was in his folders. So tiles. Oop. Okay, hold up. Extract all. Extract. And downloads. Tiles. Put it in assets. And also background, because might as well. And also objects, because might as well. And maybe also animated objects, might as well. Literally everything. I could have just dragged the whole folder in there. Okay, so things are in there. I don't know if they're correctly in there, but they are definitely in there. Okay.
And voila! We can now see and use all of our assets in Godot. So now we're ready to make our game. So let's talk about how we do that. To make anything in Godot, we use nodes. If we want to make a player character, we do so by putting together a bunch of nodes. If we want to make an enemy, we do so by putting together nodes. If we want to make a main menu, you guessed it, we use nodes. So nodes are the fundamental building blocks of your game. And nodes come in many types. Some display an image, others play a sound, or add physics. And we can even extend existing nodes to build more powerful ones. So in its essence, making a game in Godot is combining and extending nodes to get the result we're looking for. It's a super creative and fun process. But building everything in one big world with nodes for the player, enemies, UI, and a bunch of levels all in one place would quickly become completely unmanageable and confusing. Instead, we use scenes. Scenes allow us to bundle together nodes into reusable packages. A scene can be a character, a weapon, a menu. They can be as small as a single collectible coin or an entire level. Scenes make it really easy to focus on building one part of our game at a time, and then slowly combining them to make our game larger and larger. This is because we can put scenes inside of other scenes, which is called nesting, and allows us to take, say, a player scene.
Oh my gosh, I got a chicken. We can nest properly
inside of another scene, say a level 1 scene. And even cooler, since scenes are reusable, we can make a scene only once and then use it all over our game. We can make many levels that all use the same collectible coin scene. And if we want to change something about our coin, we simply edit the scene and it automatically updates everywhere else. As you can see, all the nodes and scenes in our game start to resemble a tree-like structure. And that's exactly
I
what
like
we
trees.
call it, the scene tree. And fittingly, we call the node at the very beginning of the tree.
And I like making a
so
scene.
Now that we know a bit about
Not really.
how Godot works, let's start by making the most essential part of our game, the player character. Player 1.0.
Player 1.0.
Hey renters, with all
I'm sorry, guys.
Let's create a scene where we'll put everything together. This is going to be a 2D game, so I'll select 2D scene.
2D scene.
This from node 2D to game. And
Game.
And even though it's empty, let's go ahead and save it. So hit Control S, go under Scenes, and let's save it here.
Control S. Scenes. Save. TSCN file. I've never heard of that.
And now we can actually play our game. It's not going to be very exciting, but let's try it out. So let's hit play up here or simply press F5.
Boop.
It's going to tell us that we haven't selected a main scene. We need to tell Godot which scene to run. I'm just going to press select current, and you can see that our game scene becomes blue to let us know that this is now our main scene.
Guys!
And as you can see,
I made a game! I did it! Okay.
not much is happening here. So let's stop playing by hitting the stop icon here or pressing F8. And let's put in a player
Oh, I
to
just
make it more exciting.
exited
So,
it.
first off, let's create a new scene by hitting the plus sign up here. And this will be our player scene.
Boom.
And the root node for our player is going to be what is called a character body 2D. So let's add a new node by pressing the plus here or hitting Control A. And let's search for character body 2D. As you can see, this is a 2D physics body that is specialized for characters moved by script. So it's perfect for a player character that we want to be able to collide with the environment. So let's hit create. And now we can see our node here, but we can't actually see our player in the scene. So let's add some graphics. Let's add another node. I'm going to hit Control A. And let's search for sprite. And as you can see, we can choose a single sprite, or in our case, we want to create an animated character. So let's choose the animated sprite 2D. Sprites are just what we call images in our 2D world. Now, with this node selected, we can use the inspector here on the right to change properties on that node. If we select a different node, say our character body 2D, we can now see the properties on that node instead. So our inspector allows us to change things about a node. In our animated sprite 2D,
Hold up. I'm confused. I'm moving this down here right now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there you go. So I click on this, and this shows me every. Thank you, Whack. This shows me all the properties of that part of the scene. So if I click character body 2D, does it say something about it being a parent of animated sprite? Somewhere? No sub resources found. It's got collision. No clue. Let me go back a few seconds and see what he was saying.
on the road. Now, with this node selected, we can use the inspector here on the right to change properties on that node. If we select a different node, say our character body 2D, we can now see the properties on that node instead. So our inspector allows us to change things about a node. In our animated sprite 2D, we want to add some animations. And we want to give it some sprite frames. The individual
animation
frames that will make up our animation. So let's click here and add a new sprite frame.
Okay. There's been a few updates since he made this tutorial to the thing, so
Frames. And now with this selected, we can see that it will open up the sprite frames window at the bottom. And in
it didn't. Or did it? Unselect. Oh, it did.
this window, we're going to press this tiny icon here that lets us add frames from a sprite sheet. So that
this one. Okay. And assets. Let's get our chicken in here.
let's click that. go into our assets under our sprites. Let's find our knight.png.
Huh. 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 What about this one? Huh. Huh. Hmm. Maybe I did it wrong. Downloads. Let's get our chicken. He said PNG. So I'm assuming I just need the PNG for it. But I thought we wanted it animated. Yaha! It's a chicken. It's a chicken. Okay.
And as you can see, I've gone ahead and packed all the different sprite frames of the knight's animation into a single image. This is called a sprite sheet. It's a very efficient way of working with lots of sprites, such as when doing animation. Otherwise, we would have to create an image for each single frame, which would quickly become an unmanageable amount of files. Now, to start adding these frames in, we first need to configure the grid here. Currently it's set to 4x4. Let's go ahead and increase this. I've created an 8x8 grid here. And as you can...
Okay. This one. And this one. Okay. All of them are in their individual holes.
You can see each frame now has its own grid cell.
Yeah.
Let's just start by adding the idle animation. To do this, we simply click the frames in the order that we would like. So I'm going to go from the left-hand side here and click. As you can see, it says this to 0, the first frame.
Which are the idle ones? I'm assuming these. Because they go up and up, or up and down and up and down.
Then I'm going to click the next one and the next one and the next one. And now it goes from 0 to 3 and we'll play from left to right. We can always click again to remove. And this is how you can quickly build an animation from different parts of your sprite sheet. So I'll select these 4 frames and hit add frames. Now let's
Add frames. Hold up. My chicken lives! Talk about Chicken Little.
hit F to center our character on the screen. And I'm going to use the scroll wheel to zoom in. We can also click and drag with the middle mouse button to pan. Now our character looks weirdly blurry. That's because we're working with pixel art, which requires really hard edges. By default, Godot is going to try to do some texture smoothing to make textures look better, but applied to pixel art, that is definitely not the case. So let's simply disable this. So let's go to Project, Project Settings. Let's go under Rendering to
Project Settings. Under Rendering.
Textures, and here on the default
Oh, textures. Aha.
texture filter, let's change this from linear to nearest, which will
Linear to nearest. Close. Look at it! The bird from Bartok Studios. What? Oh, the freaking bat. Oh. Hi, Void. We have a chicken, Void. Like, obviously, if I were to, like, fully continue with making this game, I would go make all the assets that I need myself and make them probably look like bears. But Bimothy. Okay, this is Bimothy, guys. Bimothy. But yeah, for right now, I'm just using random assets I found online. Yeah.
Will immediately make our pixel art look crisp. Then we can select our animated sprite, and let's try playing the animation. That looks great. I'm gonna
Play animation. Look at him! Look at him! He just going, man! He just going! Ah! Ah! He's shaking his booty. Oy, let's go. Okay, this brings up the down here. All right. And sorry, this is probably in the way right now. I'm gonna move that up. And I can turn down the frames to make him slower. Or make him super fast. Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Ash, hi! I have a chicken! wait. We can get a cow in here too. Hold up. Hold up. Animate a sprite. Create. And then, and, this one. Sprite frames. Hold up. 1 sec. What were y'all doing? Animals. PNG. Without shadow. Boom. Cow incoming. Cow didn't. Excuse you? Where's my cow? There we go. Okay. Bam. Open. Ooh, we gotta select our frames. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. Ash says we're your problem now. Trying out some new demos today. Two I love? Which ones? You gotta share with the class. Okay. Which are the chillin' ones? Probably this as well. Look! Okay, he's kind of in front of the chicken. But we got a cow! And we can make him... We can give him drugs. Okay. This kind of feels right. Little Sheep Valley and Chop Chop Ink. Ooh. Good job. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know me, why don't you know me? My name is Teddy Gomshi. I'm a teddy bear VTuber. Today we're trying out making a video game because I decided that's what I wanted to do today. So we're watching this tutorial by this guy named Brackies. I'll put the link to the tutorial in chat if anyone wants to follow along for whatever reason. But yeah, we're having a blast. But it's a pretty chill stream. It's not, you know, too nothing is really happening other than cow and chicken. How do I move the cow? Insert empty, no. Move. I can just drag him. Oh, our cow and our chicken. Look at them. They're so cute. Okay, the chicken is still kind of freaking out. So let's... I feel like a chicken would be a little... Would a chicken be faster or slower than a cow? Good luck with your game, Teddy. Thank you, Ash. I hope you have the best sleep ever. Yeah, that probably. They walk more for the same pace. Yeah. So they should be faster. I'll make his walk fast, but his idle slower. It just feels wrong. Okay. Okay. Go back to the video. We got distracted.
The FPS here to 10 to make it go a bit faster. I'm also going to rename the animation here to idle. I'm gonna...
Oh. Idle. Okay. Now we've got 2, so... Wait, hold up. Well, I'm just renaming it. It's fine. Boom. I'm thinking I'll follow the tutorial on the chicken, and then I'll see if what I learned stuck while testing it on the cow, if that makes sense. He always waits up for him because everyone loves Timothy. So true. So true.
Enable autoplay to make sure it plays right when we start the game.
Enable autoplay. Autoplay unload. Autoplay unload.
And finally, I'm gonna take this sprite here and move it up to make it kind of stand on this line. And that's it for our graphics for now.
Stand on the line.
Later. But as you can see, we're currently getting this warning here in the scene view. And if I hover...
You're going too fast for me. Ooh. Why does it keep moving the cow? Why? Do I unselect that? It keeps moving the cow. Select this. Excuse you. Maybe the hitbox is too... Oh. Yeah, the hitbox was too big. Okay. Bruh. Why is your box so big, bro? Okay. Also, I think that cow is technically supposed to be female since it's not a bull. But we don't worry about it. They're both hymns. The goated learning method for real. Newton's first law, cow in motion stays in motion.
Over it, it's going to say that this node has no shape, so it can't collide or interact with other objects. And this is because a character body 2D is a physics node. And whenever we're working with physics...
Wait, is this gonna say that they're the same body? So how are you liking Godot? I downloaded it 5 minutes ago. Well, more like 50 minutes ago, but let me get you a shout out. I don't know who has had a shout out and who hasn't. Let me know if you haven't and you should have. Oh, I think. And just for funsies, let's shout out Ash as well. I don't know if Ash got a shout out. But yeah. Feel the super awesome game dev journey? Yeah. Me and freaking what's her name? Game dev Zoe? I don't know. You've got so many different Zoes. Me and that Zoe, I'm gonna be besties. Also, is it just me or does my model look like it's got like a green hue around it? I've been staring at it for a few days, thinking maybe that. Hi, Liz. Make the new Undertale. It's gonna be called Overtale. Annyeong. Blah blah blah. Okay. We're trying to make a game. We made chicken and cow. Yeah, so I think I would need to I think I would need to move cow to a different character body. Right? Oh, unparent. Instantiate? What the heck was that? Hi, Chatriel. Thank you for the hot pots. Change type. Move. Make scene root. Can I control Z that? Okay, thank God. Reparent to new. No. Reparent. I want it to be its own parent. Okay. That definitely needs to be under that. I know that for sure. How do I get it outside the why the shout out? Because you're a streamer, bro. How do I get it outside of that parent? A child, no. What did that do? Okay. No. Create an inherited scene if no root node exists. Excuse you. I've got no clue. But it's okay. Maybe question mark. It's okay, maybe question mark. It's okay, maybe question mark. How do I I don't touch script, rename, change. No, don't change type. Will it tell me what reparent does? Reparent. It did nothing. Oh man. Like I can probably just delete it, right? And undo it. But like let me delete it. Add character body 2D. No, it went under that one too. Why? Add child. No, I don't want to add a child node. I want to create a new node. I want to create a new node, not under a child.
안녕.
I wish I knew more of Godot to help out. No worries. You can usually drag things in place without that little red error symbol. Programmer High Stump. I'm trying. That is what is going on. Blah 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 blah. Okay, well, I want that one to be under something else. So rename to cow. Rename to chicken. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Is that pronounced poor gamer? Oh, crazy. Okay. Back to the video.
We need to define a shape that the physics engine can work with. So let's add a new node. I'm going to press the plus sign here. I'm going to search for collision shape 2D, hit create.
Collision shape 2D. Okay. And this is under that one? Only serves to provide a collision shape. Please only use it as a child of Eritic. Okay. It needs to be a child of the character body, is what it's saying. Okay.
Great. And here in the inspector, we can now define a new shape. I'm going to add
Collision shape.
a circle shape. I'm going to make this a bit smaller and drag it up somewhere around.
Okay. Shape. Ooh. Shape. Should it be a circle? I'm kind of rectangular. Could be con something. W stream streak stomp. Let's just do circle. Let's not try to be fancy. Oh gosh. Chicken, stop it. Oh, that was a cow. Cow, stop it. Should it be... Yeah, it should probably at least be able to touch the ground, the collision shape. Okay, we'll say that's my collision. It's a bit big, but I'm just a tiny chicken, so if you poke me, I die. Okay.
Around there looks fine. Now you're probably thinking, well, this is pretty far from our actual graphics, but that's totally fine. Colliders rarely need to be very precise, and it's a good rule of thumb to make them a bit smaller than the graphics if you need to. Having colliders...
Okay, I'll make it a bit smaller. I just want to encapsulate the leg at least, so we know where to stand, you know?
Colliders that are too large is simply going to be frustrating when playing. So let's now rename the top node here to player. And let's save the scene, Control S, as player, hit
Save.
save. And now we can go into our game scene and simply drag our player in here. So I'm going to go to the top here and drag in the player. We also need to create a camera so that we can control what is currently being shown.
Hold up. Oh. my chicken and my cow. Okay, I think we need to delete the cow. I'm so sorry. I think the cow needs to go to the farm for a little bit. I think it's a bit too complicated. I don't know how to do that yet. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Realizing that paw and ball rhyme in Kita speak. Yeah. I mean, they rhyme in my speak. Think you just copy paste eventually make a cow character? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Ah, wait, the Control S. Okay. Okay, and I fixed it.
So let's add a new node, hit Control A, search for camera 2D.
Wait. What are we doing?
And simply drag our player in here. So I'm going to go to the top here and drag in the player. We also need to create a camera so that we can control what is currently being shown. So let's add a new node, hit Control A, search.
Add a new node. Search for camera 2D. Create. Now where are you? Is it this big pink box? Oh geez. I don't know how to make it smaller. I say give me your paw and receive a soccer ball. Oopsies.
For camera 2D, hit create. And now if we press F, we can see that we have this huge camera viewport.
Yeah.
This is definitely currently too large, so let's zoom in on our camera. I'm going to set the zoom here to 4x4 and simply click and drag our camera
to 4x4. Okay. Where do I? Okay, there I can click. It might need to be smaller than that even. That's a let's go 5. Okay. Yeah. Can we like can we have the camera center on my chicken? I don't know. Surely he'll tell me later.
to be on top of the player. And now we can try.
Have it be like in the middle of the chicken. There we go.
Playing our game.
We can play my game! Look! It's my chicken! It's my chicken! Ah! Can I do anything? No. Lasso doesn't work. Okay. Yippee! Okay, now what?
And there you go. We now have a player that is playing an idle animation and nothing else is happening. That's because we need to add a script that allows us to move around. So let's close our game, go into our player scene, and with our player node selected, let's press this Add Script button. Here we can choose a template. Of course, we're going
Add script. Is it this button?
to do some programming in this video, but writing player movement can quickly become a bit overwhelming. So for now, we'll use the basic movement template provided by Godot. Then later, we'll go in and modify it to play different animations and rebind input to the keys we'd like to use. As for the path here, I'm going to make sure that we put this inside of our scripts folder. And let's just...
Okay. Path. Parent folder. Okay. Scripts. There we go.
Name it player. Let's hit create. And as you can see, this creates
Create.
a script that will move around our character.
Oh
I know
boy.
that this might look really confusing at first,
Yes.
but don't worry, we'll have a look at what all this means later. For now, let's just try playing. And our player immediately
Wait. Let me play.
Oh. Let me try again. Oh. Man, I'm bad at this game.
falls off the screen. That's because we need to give him a collider to stand on. Right now, our player has a collider, but it doesn't have anything to collide with. So in our game, I'm going to go back to the 2D view at the top here.
2D. Oh, that views the script. Plus play to start the game? Huh. Asset store. Ugh. Okay. Let's stick to 2D for now. That's scary.
This is where we can change from script view to 2D. Let's add a new node. So let's hit the plus sign. Let's add a static body 2D. And this is another type of physics body. It's the one we use for things that don't need to move. That's why it's called static. So it's perfect for
body.
creating some ground. Let's hit create.
Okay.
And again, this is going to give us this warning here that it needs a shape. So let's add a collision shape. So I'm going to hit Control A. Search for collision shape, and for the shape here we're going to create a new world boundary shape. The world boundary is a type of collider that is perfect for stuff like
World boundary shape. Okay. I'm gonna. So if I play now, I can't do anything, but she's standing. Timothy is standing.
world boundaries, because it's going to extend infinitely on the horizontal axis here. So as you can see, it's currently pointing up. We could also point it.
What happens if... Ah! You drop in! Where we dropping, boys? Ooh, ooh, ooh. We can be sloped. Yeah, it won't let me move or anything. Yeah. I was hoping that the slope would be able to let me see if we were moving. Ooh. Error? Why error? Who errored? Okay. Can we get the camera? Oh, that's the camera. Then what is this? Oh, that's our static body and collision. Why do we need both a static body and a collision? Wait, but Ashade, hey, welcome, cat. Yivy.
To the side here, and now it's going to extend infinitely on the vertical. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. Instead, I'm going to select the entire static body here. I'm going to change to the Move tool by pressing this icon here or simply W on the keyboard. And I'm going to move it down under our character.
Move. Under character. Move. That's supposed to be like at the same spot, right? Okay, so never move the normal. There we go. We look so cute. Okay.
Then I'm going to go back to our select tool, which is here, or simply press Q. And while our collider doesn't have any graphics, it's going to be invisible, we can now play. And there we go. Our player now gently lands on the collider, and we can move around using the arrow keys and jump with the spacebar.
Can we? I can jump! I can't move around, but I can jump! Look at him! Why can't I move around, though? Is that, like, an issue? Oh, you see that. Okay. Do I have, like, the camera pinned to it? I don't know. Oop. Camera. Move. Maybe if I have it, like, slightly forward. Nope. Can still jump, though. Okay. Maybe that's a future Teddy issue. Okay.
Now, our player is currently a bit too fast, and I think his jump is a bit too high, so let's modify our script to change that. Let's close our game, go into our script, and at the top here there are two constants that we can modify, our speed as well as our jump velocity. So I'm gonna set the speed to something less, like 130, and the jump velocity to say -300. And now when we play, it looks and feels a lot better. So our player is moving around, but currently there's not much to look at. So let's build a world to explore. World.
No, but like, why can't I move? Create a 2D physics body. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to figure out if this needs to say the name of our character body 2D, you know? If velocity is x, direction times speed. Else, velocity move forward at 0 speed. Before I change anything, I should try and see if the speed. Hey, we jump lower now. That's good. That's good. Yippee. Can I do 2? Let me see what happens. Well, we're moving. I'm not pressing any buttons. He's just going. he's scooting along. Okay. If direction times speed. What if this is a number? Oop. Expected end of statement after expression. Found literal instead. What is... Okay. How do we get speed then? Speed 100%. Float to void. If not is on the floor. Velocity plus get gravity times delta? What's delta? Delta equals float. Gravity times float. Jump. Get the input direction and handle the movement deceleration. number, or no, as good practice, you should replace UI actions with custom gameplay actions. Direction, left, right. What if I just do that? What happens then? What happens then? Nope. Debugger's going hard. I don't know what that means, but it's going. It's going. Okay. Move and slide. Hold up. Let me put UI underscore back. And UI underscore back. Move and slide. What does that mean? I know like a bit of Python, like the tiniest bit of Python, but this isn't making much sense to me. Okay. Maybe it's an issue that I... Oop. I don't know what I did. Okay. There you go. Physics process? Okay. Yeah, we'll just go. And if it becomes a problem later, then we'll, yeah.
1.0. So to build our world, let's begin by removing our collider here. We're going to build an actual ground for him to stand on. And let's instead add a tile map node. So let's press new node and search for tile map. Now, the most common way to create levels
Tile map. Depreciator, use multiple tile map layer nodes instead. Did his say that?
and search for tile map.
No.
The most common way
Multiple to convert a tile map to a set of tile map layer nodes. Open the tile map bottom panel with the node selected. Toolbox. Extract tile map layers as individual. Okay. We'll do this, and if there's an issue, then we'll know that there was a possibility of an issue. Okay.
way to create levels in 2D is by using tiles. In other words, we build our game world by drawing different tiles onto a grid. This is a great way to work because we can create a lot of varied levels using just a few tiles. The tile assets we use to paint are normally packed together into one big image, just like our player was. This is called the tile set. So the tile set is a collection of tiles that we can use to paint from, and the tile map that we just created is the node we use to paint these tiles into our world. So to start painting on our tile map, we need to add a tile set. So in our inspector under tile set, we'll create a new tile set, and if we press it here, we get to configure some things about it. The main thing you want to make sure is set correctly is the tile size. The tile set in our asset does indeed have 16 by 16 pixel tiles, so we'll just leave that as is. Now at the bottom here you can see that we have two tabs. We have the tile set and tile map. So before we can start painting with our tile map, let's go into our tile set and configure this property. The main thing we want to do is drag in our tile set asset. So let's go into our assets folder under sprites and drag in the world tileset.png. It's going to ask us if we would like to automatically create.
I've got a bunch of individual ones, but there might be something different in the folder that I might have just copied it wrong. Here. PSD? No. Tiles? Tile set. I found tile set. That did nothing. Is it in there? Tile set. Aha! Boom!
Great tiles in the atlas? We do, so let's press yes. And now let's make some more room here, and we can zoom in to view it. And as you can see, it's actually gone ahead and automatically detected the grid cells that have tiles. If for some reason it's made an error, we can always use our eraser here to remove tiles. In this case here, it thinks that the top of the palm tree is a bunch of different tiles. I'm going to use the eraser to get rid
It
of
looks
these,
good
and instead
for what I
click
have.
the erase mode, and then hold down shift while clicking and dragging to turn this into one big tile. It's also split up the trees into 3 different tiles, but in this case it's actually something that we want because it allows us to create trees of varying heights. I'll show you this once we start painting. Other than that, I think it looks good. So with this tile set up, we can now go to our tile map and start painting. Make sure that the scene has the select tool and that the tile map has the paint tool enabled. And now let's simply select a
Sorry, excuse you.
tile map and start painting. Make sure that the scene has the select tool and that the tile map has the paint tool enabled. And now let's simply select a tile and start painting it in. If you make
Random tile here. I'm making tiles. Raw. Big tile. Raw. Raw. Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't want that one. I want just the middle ones. Yippee! We have ground. We have liftoff! And I can no, I can add a wall if I want. And bam, like a ledge. And bam, 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 bam. And then a cliff. What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Wonderful ledge for infinity. Oy. What happens if we hit play? We haven't given it a collider. He just died. Rest in peace, Bimothy 3.
You can always right click to remove. So I'm just gonna fast forward through me drawing out the level here. As you can see, I begin by blocking out the most essential game parts, leaving in room for gameplay objects like moving platforms and enemies. And then only once I'm finished with that, I start decorating. And if the trick here is
I'm
that
not
you can
gonna
select
put too
multiple
much
tiles
effort
at
into
once
this
to paint them more
before
efficiently. And you can always go
before I
into
know
zoom
it'll
again
work.
in order
Although I should put I should put a little square to try to jump onto to see if it works. There we go. There's your square. There you go. Square. That doesn't really work, does it? I don't know which square it would be for that. It's the inside of this? Kind of. This? Hey, did it. Did it. But effort is made for Bimothy. I'll give Bimothy some effort later.
To select large chunks and move them. Now once I'm ready to start decorating, let me just show you the cool trick with the trees here. So let's say we want to add a
We
tree
ain't
here at the
decorating
top.
crap right
Then
now.
we can actually just paint the bottom, then choose how tall we want the tree to be, and then paint the top. So that's one of the advantages.
Welcome
of
back,
working
Kimi.
with tiles,
Are
is
you
that we can
winning,
also
Ted?
make individual
I'm not
elements.
really good at this game. I try to play, but I just die immediately, you know? Every time. I can't get it right, you know?
It's really flexible. So once you're happy with the level, let's just go ahead and press play, and our player is going to fall right off. That's because we need to add a physics layer to our tiles. To do this, we go to our tile map, go under our tile set, physics layers, and add a new layer.
Physics layers. Add layer.
Then with this layer, we can go under our tile set, and here we need to choose what tiles belong to the physics layer, because we don't want to collide with everything in our tile map. The trees and bushes, we just want to pass
My tile map.
So let's go to paint.
We
here,
should collide
and
with.
The property that we want to paint is the physics layer 0 we just created. And now we can actually go ahead and paint onto our tiles these physics settings. So I'm simply going to paint this onto all the different solid tiles. And if you make a mistake and want to remove a tile, we go here, select clear, and now we can paint with no physics, or we can go back to the default tile shape, which is the entire tile, and paint with that, or simply hit F to do that.
Oh.
So C and F are the shortcuts here.
Although
Now,
maybe
there
the
are also some
water,
tiles that we
which
do
I
want physics
think
on, but where we
is
need the collider
these.
to only be on part of the tile, such as
Wait, hold up. How do...
C and F are the shortcuts here. Now there, hit select clear, and now we can paint with no physics, or we can go back to the default clear. And so I'm simply going to paint this onto all the different solid tiles. And if you make a mistake and want to remove a tile, we go here, select clear.
Here, select clear. Slay. I guess we should add some water so we test that the water works. That looks like land plus water, so I should make that. Yeah. Teddy's a few steps away from making mobile games with 12 million ads. Okay. How do I get out of this?
And now we can paint with no physics, or we can go back to the default tile shape, which is the entire tile, and paint with that, or simply hit F to do that. So C and F are the shortcuts here. Now, there are also some tiles that we do want physics on, but where we need the collider to only be on part of the tile, such as our bridge here. So if I zoom in on our bridge, we can see that if I just paint physics onto these, it doesn't look right. Instead, we need to go in and only paint a partial collider. So over
Oh,
here
maybe
on the
like with
left,
this
we
pointy
can actually
bit.
modify these colliders to exactly suit our needs. We can even add and remove points by clicking and right-clicking. But
hold up. Okay. Yo. Oops. Yo! I did it. I did it. The day they learned how to add ads to mobile games is the day mobile games became crappy. So true! I don't play mobile games a lot. Oop! Oop! Where were we? Here-ish.
by
Yeah.
clicking and right-clicking. But in this case, 4 points will do just fine. And that's a good shape for our collider. Then we can paint these onto the 3 different tiles. And then for the next one here, we can configure it. This slants up a bit. I'm going to paint that on as well. And then for the final one here, let's go ahead and make that go in the opposite direction. And here you actually want to be pretty precise whenever you have an overlap of the colliders here. I think that looks pretty good. This helps avoid that our character gets stuck. I'm also going to take the tile map and drag it to the very top so that we can always find it. And now when we play, we are indeed colliding with our environment. Awesome.
Let me collide. I collide.
I still can't go sideways. Why can't I go sideways? What is wrong? Hold up. Is it? It's arrow keys. It's arrow keys. Oh. Oh. Kita's new haircut makes her look like I said the same thing. Okay, how get camera
We
move?
probably want our camera to follow the player because
You're
he's
reading my
going to just be
mind!
running off the screen. So I'm going to make some room here. I'm going to take the camera 2D and simply drag it under the player. Making it a child of the player means that it will just automatically follow the player node.
Bro, it was that easy. Guys! I made a platformer! Look at me! I'm platforming! Oh, that one's a bit too tall. Hold up. Wait, I'm a bad level designer. I'm doing it! Put it on Steam, I'll buy it. Ready to speedrun. Speedrun straight into a wall because you can't get up that. Oh, I'm so happy. Yippee! I didn't think I would get this far. We'll find the glitch to get up there. Don't worry. Great. Don't worry. Okay. Hold up. Let's take a minute and let's make some level design. Hold up. Can we like clear? Draw. Yeah. Let's make a platform. Don't zoom the fit. Okay. And give me a ramp. I want to ramp. Oh, that's not how that works. I'm ramping. How much you charge? Free 99. Free 99 is still, you know, more than blah blah blah. More than free. Morgan Freeman. How so? Oh, is that supposed to be like in the hold up? Can I select rect? Ooh. Undo. Can I move? I can move him. Hey. Slay. Maybe I should make like a pond here. Boop. Boop. Oh, maybe more like boop. and then boop, and then boop. Yes. Ooh, that's like a half block. Sorry. I'm having fun. We got Kita. I found out that it's not uncommon for Shih Tzu's eyes to actually pop out. Oh my god. Don't tell me that. That's never happening. I love Kita to death. I will not pop her eyes out and in. She can go see a doctor if that's what she decides she wants to do. Okay. Let me... Yes. It feels like it ends pretty abruptly. I don't know what, like, block I would need. I don't know if y'all can even see this that well. But I'm thinking that there should be, like, a floating platform above. Somewhere. Yes. Yes. Teddy eye popper she. No. No. That is not happening. You do not say those words to me ever again. Thank you much. Goodbye. Da, 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 da. I have rock. I have rock. Okay, that's doing with texturing, so let's not care about texturing. But I want to go up. I want to go up. Boom. Okay. And we're gonna say that the finish line is this block. Okay. Yes. Are you putting one-up mushrooms on the floating platforms? I don't have them yet, but sure. Gotta take care of your dog. It's like picking up Dookie. No. Don't talk to me. Oh, arrow keys. Look at my level. Ooh. Okay. There's a bit of an issue with the collision on the ramp. Well, good thing I know. All right. I'm drowning. Help me. I wonder if there should be collision on the bits down here. Probably. And it like goes straight, like it hits a wall, so there should be like a bit less collision on this block. Boop. Okay, we got this. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Maybe my platform might be a bit hard. Ah. Hey, I did it! Oh. Teddy Chicken, she has no hand-eye coordination. Boop. I did it! I win! I win! Yippee! my game. Weren't you bad with platformers? Okay, chillax. Okay. Chillax. We're Gucci. Don't talk to me.
Oh, come on. Save game.
Yippee. Okay. Gee, discover super jump. He's so nimble. He is so nimble. Alright, let me look at the problems here. I don't get why. See, like, it goes straight up. I don't get why there's an issue going up those. But I could make this a bit less. Why is there a fifth one? Okay. Good enough. Yes. And this one. Why is there a fifth one? I don't get it. Ooh. Okay. So we want it like right here is where the collision stops-ish. Yes. Chillax is a new one. And the Tire Valley Girls speech. Gucci's not online currently. Well, okay. Chillax for Gucci. Don't talk to me, Slay. Daddy comes he attempting to not sound southern. Take 348. Rest in peace, me, man. It's all over. It's all over. Hey, that kind of works. Well, let me put it like a bit higher.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one definitely doesn't work. Okay. Collision on all of these bits, but no collision like right here. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, maybe it was like slightly off. Okay. Yeah. Blom. This way. This way. Ooh. Okay. Yippee. All right. Oh, these are wall. Oh. So like these are the edge waters and these are the inner waters. Bless your heart. I hate that. I hate that so much. Okay. Is this also an edge? Huh? I know definitely at least we need the floor. So let's get a floor going. Boom. Boom. Yeah. And this one, we'll get this going. Boom. Boom. Oh, this one. Ooh. Give me the other one.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This one, we want. Let's put on music. We're doing this for a minute. Mind can feel it. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Slightly down. Boom. Okay. This one. That can stay. Round up there. Yeah. Good enough. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. Boom. 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 And this one should be a bit higher. Boom. Yes. Nyahaha. Yes. 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 I saw Neurosama on the player and I got scared. Why'd you get scared? You can't hear it? Is it too quiet? Oh, well now we've got to replay the song. Okay. Let me play my game. Okay. I forgot to fix that. Well, I didn't forget. It just didn't look. You know, I think I know the issue. I think it's this block. Like, it might be like poking through right there. Shatriel watched Terminator. She knows to fear AI. Look at me going up and down. You know, I didn't place these blocks very well, but they're individually okay. Okay, let me go fix those other things. Like, this isn't like the final game, so I don't know why I'm trying this hard. But I've decided that I care. And it's good to be able to know how to fix these types of things when they come up, you know? Or at least that's how I'm seeing it. A part of the world. I do all that I can find out. Don't let it feel so loud. Living in your heart. Being defiant. Just so I can time it. Okay. Let me see if that works. If you really want to see something scary, Shatriel saw a video the other day of a guy using AI to book a hotel with an AI answering machine. And they started talking in AI code noises. Okay. It didn't fix. Is there like
better way to do this? What if I drag it off the square? Will that be a problem? Let me see if that does anything. Okay. Oh, but it won't let me. It's letting me go up the bottom one, which it didn't before. Okay. You know, it's bedtime. That was fun though. And we're definitely gonna work on it again another day. Cause I do actually want to learn this, because this is just, like, actually fun. Maybe I'll make a Taragonsi branded game, and I'll have Twitch chat plays, and y'all can play the game on stream. Let's see. I watched War Games, and that really did scare me. Oh yeah, War Games. Ooh. Okay, who we going to? Bam. One day for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was having a lot of fun. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yeah. I didn't expect this many people to like actually want to hang out with me while I was doing that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and chilling. And you know, what's his name? Timothy? Bimothy? Bimothy. Okay. We will see Bimothy again. Bye. I'll be live again tomorrow. Bye. And I'll fix my lips. Did Yurik show up? If not, he's gonna yell at you. You know. Good night. Good night.